Good afternoon, Coach Kahl.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thanks. Welcome back. You haven't played since almost a week ago, and you're headed into a big break. We'll get to the big break in a second, but your last game was last Wednesday, an 81-80 overtime victory over UW Superior. Katie DeWitt hit a game-tying three-pointer at the end of regulation, allowed you guys to ultimately win. What kind of a play did you call down the stretch? With seconds left to go as you were inbounding the ball in the end of regulation.
We called a play for Katie to miss a shot and then get a rebound and throw it back out to her and make a shot. Just kidding. That's what ended up happening. But we called came out of a timeout, and it was our last timeout, and said, I think there was about 19 seconds left, something like that. If we had a good look at a three, we were going to take it. If not, we're going to try to attack the basket, which is what happened. And we got a quick two. We're able to foul, and they made two free throws. And we had a high ball screen set just to try to get a shot off. Katie was able to get a shot off, and then just an outstanding heads-up play by Megan to get that rebound and know exactly what to do with it right away. And she knew if we put that basket in, she was all by herself, that we'd lose by one. Got it, fired it right back to Katie, who did a good job of getting set, got it off, it hung on the rim there, and it went in. So like to have those things happen every once in a while. I need a few breaks, but again, an outstanding heads-up play by Megan to get that ball back out to Katie, and Katie did a nice job of getting it back up there and giving it a chance to go in.
Your team is 3-6 overall, and 2 of your 3 wins on the season were in your last 2 games. You're in a 2-game winning streak. How good does that feel, not only to get 2 straight victories, but to head into a long break like this with 2 victories on your back?
It's good. It helps our confidence level. It gives us a little bit extra bounce in our step at practice. We're still battling a bunch of injuries and different types of things. We haven't really had a full team at practice since last Wednesday, but it definitely helps. It helps the mood. Gives us a little bit more confidence, like I say, to go through this practice time.
You're in your first year kind of adopting to someone else's schedule, and that's not a negative slam on Coach Chuck from last year, but if it were up to you, would you have played this week, or do you enjoy being done and having a solid week,
Sure,
still with the kids in class and files and things like that before break?
I think there are benefits to both. Next year we are going to play during this week. I don't mind having a game at the end of this week, but once we got into it, it was an okay thing. We'll make the best of any situation we have, and with our injury situation right now, it benefited us this year, no doubt. We are enjoying the practice time. I think it's good for us. So I say, we're going to make the best of whatever hand we're dealt right now.
We've talked about Katie DeWitt a lot, and will continue to do so as long as she puts up the kind of numbers she has. She's been the UMAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week both the last 2 weeks, NCCA Women's Basketball Student Athlete the last 2 weeks as well. She's averaging a double-double now with 21.5 points, 10.5 boards. She's had 5 double-doubles in the 8 games that she's played. Is Katie's game improving? Is your team's game improving? Overall, your thoughts?
Yeah, Katie's game's improving. Katie's understanding what we're trying to do, and she's really starting to try to score within our offense, which is what we're really trying to focus on. And as our team improves and Katie improves, she's a very talented player, but she's really playing well with the other players, and I think she'd be the first one to tell you that. The number I was most pleased with on Wednesday night was I think we had 30 baskets, and we had 25 assists on those 30 baskets, which meant we were really moving the ball. We were scoring off of each other. We weren't using individual plays to score, but we were really moving the ball well as a team. So I think Katie had 28 points, but she had she also had 7 assists. She was moving the ball, and she was getting her baskets within her offense, which is what we really need from her.
You've been playing with 7 players the last couple of weeks due to injury. Are those injuries getting better, and will they be better once you come back after Christmas?
Yeah, we're anticipating that we'll get some of those back. You just never know when you're dealing with certain types of injuries, but we're anticipating that we will be getting some of those players that have played, getting back after Christmas. That's why this break has been nice. And also some of our players that haven't seen some court time, are getting some real good practice time in here. Some of our players that have played in some JV games are doing some nice things. They're using this time to get better, and they're trying to put themselves in position to see some court time as well. So that's encouraging as a coach.
As you prepare for the Christmas season here, and then you go to a tournament at Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa, on the 29th and 30th of December. What will you do with your break? How will you spend it? I know you recently finally got your house sold in Mitchell, South Dakota, and you bought a house here in the Twin Cities. Is that in the mix, or what are your plans?
Absolutely, that's in the mix. We're doing some things just to get our family moved and settled, and it's been a long semester. It's been a good semester for us, but it's been a long semester. The fact that we just haven't really been settled yet. So hopefully we're going to take that time and do a little bit of moving and kind of get us into our own place here, and then like I said, we'll come back and practice after that and go to that tournament, and then we have another little break where we don't play again until January 11th. So hoping to use that time to kind of get our family settled a little bit, and then really look forward to the conference play after that.
Excellent. Well, Merry Christmas, Coach, and enjoy your break.
Thanks, you too.